And there goes the punt. He gets it about the 42. And he's tackled right away. So Whitewater will take over about the 45-yard line here.
Great field position for the Warhawks to start off the drive. And the Pointers defense is going to have to step up and maybe force a turnover here to swing the momentum back in their favor.
Yeah, and the defense has got to show up and has always been the backbone for this team, so we'll see if they can stall something here for Whitewater and get this ball back. So it looks like DeJuan Wright's in there as a featured back. Logan Taylor in the game now as well. Paul Swartz in there at tight end. We got a second down now, ball in the 25. And there goes the snap. And misplay there by Nurnberg and DeJuan Wright. And he is met at the line. And you're going to see that out of a guy who doesn't play as much. He comes into the game for Larson, but botched play on that one. Miscommunication there.
Yeah, you look at that, and although Cordy Nurnberg hasn't played that much, he's a senior, so he spent 4 years in that program, and he has to get down the playbook well. And with them being down by 3 scores, like we said, you can't afford to have miscues like that on offense when they can't get drives going.
Yeah, and that will bring up a 3rd down and 10 now here. About 12:30 left in this second quarter, excuse me. And there goes the snap. Nurnberg dropping back to pass, and on the slant there to Pinko. And that ain't enough. I mean, you can't run a 7-yard route with 10 yards to go here. So that's going to bring out the punt unit. And the Pointers drive stalls again here. And it looks like Meadow Lake Malik is out there to kick. They did a punting change a few weeks back. Nick Schrader struggled to really find the hang time on the kicks, or even the length of the kicks where he was just struggling with. So there was Meadow Lake here, and that goes pretty short kick there, and that look. And Dan Brown on the tackle. And it looks like Ratliff was on the run there. So Nelson now in the shotgun. There goes the snap. He's dropping back to pass. Pointers bring the blitz. And nice job there. Bringing him down, and that will bring up a 3rd down and long.
I think that the person who it looked like number 48, Tyler Ratchke, the sophomore linebacker, was able to get in there and get the sack, along with John Kontowitz and Aaron Carlin. So the Pointers, they got something there on defense, and now they just have to make sure they play well on 3rd down. Not let the Warhawks get the big yardage for the 1st down.
Yeah, Pointers, this is a big down for them. They're down 3 scores with 9:35 counting down in the second quarter. They got to get a stop here. And there goes the snap, empty backfield. They bring the blitz. They got their man. Well, Michael Longmire tackles them, and they're going to be short of the 1st down. And your Whitewater here with the conditions. You're up 3. You're going to be going for it, it looks like.
Yeah, you definitely have the momentum, and you definitely have the momentum in your favor if you're Whitewater, and if you can complete this pass or convert this 4th down, that's good.
And Ben, they're not even going to go for it. They're going to kick this one away. This is going to be, it looks like a 48-yard field goal. And there goes Lake on the kick. It's up. And no good on there. So nice job. Pointers get it back. They got to fire up. It looks like their defensive coordinator is he's all hot and bothered. He's happy for this team, though. He's trying to get them. Receivers to his right, one to his left. DeJuan right in the backfield. And there goes the snap. He's going to hand this one off. Wright gets wrapped up right away. It looks like number 93 for Whitewater. Brandon Tamset on the tackle, the junior out of Waterford. And the Pointers bringing in Lehman, taking out, it looks like Paul Swartz. So 3 wide receivers set here. And there goes the snap. He's looking at Panko, and now Nuremberg's going to run here. He picks up about 4 on the play. And the passing game so far right now has been pretty much stagnant for them.
Yeah, the passing game has struggled since Larson left the game, and I think that Nuremberg, when he's on it, he's a decent passer. They just need to find the right balance between a pass and a run.
And Townsend, he's getting a lot of playing time today for this Pointers team. I'm kind of curious to see the reasoning behind that. It looks like Britton Vernon's in there as a back. Whitewater sending the pressure, and Logan Taylor trying to catch it along the sideline, and that's no good. That's out of bounds, so Pointers will have to punt this one again.
Yeah, another wasted possession for the Pointers. They had decent field position to start off the drive. They weren't able to get anything going, and you look back at this previous play. Warhawks' defensive line almost beat the Pointers off the ball. They were able to shed their blocks and collapse the pocket. That first Nuremberg to almost throw up a prayer, and they weren't able to come down with it.
Yeah, and it looks like Nuremberg, the last few throws have been getting pressured right off the line. He has to escape the pocket. This offense can get back on the field. And Nelson with the handoff there. A nice run out to the outside. That picks up about 5 or 6 on the play. And that was Nick Patterson on the run, the senior from Sussex. 5'10". He's a small back. He's almost like a Almonte for the Pointers. And nice job by him getting outside and picks up the first down.
Yeah, the Pointers are really struggling both against the run and the pass. And both ends haven't been able to shed their blocks and stop the runner.
And Pointers now got it to a 3rd down. It's going to be a crucial one here. Looks like a 3rd down and 4 now. And Patterson's still in the game as running back. And Nelson looking around. He's going to air this one deep. Puts too much on that one. And Pointers do a nice job again to stop this Whitewater high-powered offense. And looks like the Pointers are going to get this one back here.
Yeah, that was good coverage by number 3, Jamonte Robinson. He was able to stay stride for stride with the receiver. And it almost looked like Nelson put a little too much behind that pass.
And for the Pointers right here, a nice return and almost mix in a trick play coming up here. Getting Matt Sosinski, any way you can get him involved would be great. And that's what a booming punt there. That one almost touched the moon, Ben.
Let me tell you what, the Warhawks punter, Batcher, he was really nailing those punts in pregame. He was taking punts from the 40. His offensive line hasn't really been able to get off the ball and make their blocks.
Yeah, DeJuan Wright tried to stick it to him there, and just too much power there along the defensive line for this Whitewater team. And there goes the snap and the handoff again, and Whitewater meets him right away at the line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. Pointers got to figure out something offensively. This running right up the middle ain't doing nothing on it.
Yeah, if you're struggling with one thing, it's almost confusing as to why the Pointers keep doing that. If you keep doing that, then the Warhawks are able to key in on that, and they're able to defend that well.
So Logan Taylor's going to check in for the Pointers. Reed Lehman out there along with Panko and Sosinski. Bring up a 3rd down and 9. Cody Nuremberg, it's his time right here. Britton Vernon in the backfield. On his 3rd down and long, Nurnberg looking back. He's going to air this one deep. He's got Sazinski at the 50, down to the 40, now to the 20. He's to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Pointers. What a play. That's what they needed to do. Beautiful pass by Nurnberg, and the Pointers strike.
Let me tell you what, Curtis, going back to that 3rd down before they snapped the ball, I was just about to say that they need to take a shot down the field. Nothing's working, and Sazinski's been able to produce. Sazinski's been able to produce all season with those long plays. He produced again. The Pointers get a score here, and maybe a little momentum swings back in their favor.
And what a throw there by Nurnberg, coming in off the bench after Larson's injury, and throws a strike there to Matt Sazinski, the all-time leading receiver for the Pointers, over 2,000 yards on his career, and the Pointers are down now by 2 touchdowns, 21. And Verveldi's going to kick this one away. And it looks like Morang and Larson is back there to receive this one. And he'll take it at the 20, and he gets tackled right away by Michael Longmire on the play. So the Warhawks will take over at the 25-yard line. And we got a flag on the play. And I think it was on number. There was some jawing going on the play. I don't know if that was on the Pointers or not. We'll see what the call is here. And that was Jalen Givens on the unsportsmanlike conduct. He was jawing with the. So a 15-yard penalty there, and that's not what you want to see after that touchdown. Like you said, you take 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
Yeah,
and that's not what you want to do right now when you're down by 2 touchdowns.
You can't afford to have those costly mental mistakes against the Warhawks. You got a good stop on special teams there with the good tackle, giving the Warhawks the ball inside the 20-yard line, and because of that, now they get the ball at about the 40. So extra yardage for the Warhawks, and that's not good with their high-powered offense.
So now Chris Nelson and company's got it. He's going to fake the handoff there. They got their wide receiver outside. That was Manny Jones on the reception for the Warhawks, the freshman out of Kenosha. And the Bruisers back there for the Warhawks. Ratliff. Nelson in the pistol, and he's going to fake it once. He's got his man over the middle, wide open. Michael Longmire with the game-saving tackle. He'll get tackled, another 6-yard gain on the play for him. So Nelson now in the pistol. 1 wide receiver to his left, 2 to his right, and there goes the handoff again to Ratliff. He's got it up the middle, powering forward, and that's going to be a 1st and goal for the Warhawks with 3:20 left in this second quarter.
Yeah, another good run by Ratliff there. He's really been almost the star of the Warhawks offense this season, and he's showing why, bouncing off tackles, picking up the big yards. 1st and goal for the 1st and goal for the Warhawks now.
Yeah, and look at this formation. It looks like a tight end, a fullback, and then Ratliff back there. I wouldn't want to run into this at all. And Ratliff runs through, and that's a touchdown for Whitewater. So they'll put up another 6 on the board, and they're up 27-7 over the Pointers. After that penalty, they pretty much drove all the way down the field. They had that nice play fake with the throw, and they run that power play there to Ratliff, and that's an easy score for them.
Yeah, back up to now a 3-score game. Pointers are back in the deficit. They're really struggling. They need to figure out something before going into halftime.
And it seems like all year they've been struggling in the middle of the field to get that coverage down. Pretty much all season, it seems like there's a hole there in the middle. And they haven't had an answer for that all year.
Yeah, and
it's just very disappointing to see.
It is, especially today against Whitewater. They're playing their 3rd straight, I believe, top 15 team in the rankings. And if you want to beat the top teams in the nation, you can't afford to have gaps in your defense.
Well, yeah, and they've had a tough schedule, no doubt about it. went into Platteville, almost beat them, and then Platteville came back, won that one. So, and what a boomer there in that one. That looked like a field goal to me.
Yeah, you really look at the Warhawks. They're great in all three facets of the game, especially on special teams. And I believe the Pointers really haven't been able to get good field position off the kickoffs or the punts, and that's really hindered their offensive production.
Well, Ben, you mentioned it. You just look at this Warhawks team every year. They get so many talented players, scouting-wise, and they're usually the top team in the WIAC every year.
It's not a surprise. It's almost shocking that some of these players slip through the hands of the D1, even D2 schools.
And you look at this past summer, Matt Blanchard played on this team. He was in the practice squad or the practice team trying out for the Packers. Obviously didn't make it, but he's bounced around a couple teams as well. So.
Yeah, he's with the Browns right now on the practice squad, and the Warhawks quarterback last year from their national championship team is with the Vikings, I believe, and they have a couple players in the Arena Football League. So they've been able to produce some top players.
And Pointers trying to get the screen there to Szynski, just not enough time for Nuremberg. Didn't put any sauce on that one, and that's going to bring up a third down here for this Pointers offense. But they're trying to get Matt Szynski the ball, and I think that's the goal so far today, and they've struggled to do that except for that last drive.
Edge undetected, and he absolutely laid Nuremberg. And once again, the Pointers offense struggles.
That was Trevor Boyle, remember, 99 for the Warhawks. Just blew him up on the play, and it looked like Lucas recovered it for the Pointers, Taylor Lucas. So the Metal Leg Malik is going to go out there to punt this one away. Hopefully get something good here to change the field position for this Whitewater offensive team, because they got 2:23 left with 2 timeouts, and we've seen this offense. They march down the field, and the Pointers need to hold them, and we don't want to see 35-7 going into half.
Yeah, that's really tough. The Pointers, you look at it, they're down 3 scores, were able to make it a 2-score game. Now they're back down by 3 scores. You down by 4 scores going into halftime, that's a hard deficit to overcome.
And there goes the punt. That's a nice one. He gets it at about the 47-yard line. So 1st and 10 now with 2:15 left in the game for the Warhawks.
Yeah, once again, great field position for the Warhawks to start off their drive, and they've been able to click on almost every offensive drive they've had, and that's not good for the Pointers defense.
So Nelson motions over the back there. He's dropping back to pass. He's looking, and Aaron Carlin with the hit, and looks like Pointers is going to get this half the field, a little less than half the field to go, so nice job there by Carlin. That guy's an animal out there. You look at Aaron Carlin on the season, he's got 4 sacks on the year, 28 total tackles, and 5.5 tackles for loss. So he is a stud for this Pointers defense. Logan Taylor going up high. And I'm a big fan of him. He's small, but that guy can catch.
Yeah,
it's going to be pushed out of bounds, so that will bring up a 2nd down now.
Yeah, so far in this game, Matt Szynski is the only receiver who's been able to get something going on offense. But if you try to work in Szynski, Logan Taylor, and maybe Jared Pankow, that could get something going for the Pointers.
So there goes Nuremberg, dropping back. He's going to air this one out to Penko deep. And he gets upended on the play, and that's not good for him. He does get up, though, so that's a good sign for this Pointers offense. And you look, Nuremberg airing this one out deep. He had Penko, and he just gets upended on that one, trying to make a play on the ball. And he'll take it out on the sideline there. And they'll bring up a third down. Pointers got to get something here and make something happen. It looks like Nate Krupp is in there at wide receiver for the Pointers. He's in the slot. Town. Off the 12-yard line, 12 seconds left here. And they motion over Vernon. There goes the snap. Pump fake once. He's looking for Logan Taylor. Doesn't have him. And he's got a wide open man there. I think he saw him way too late on that. Was intended to Penko. Wide open in the middle of the end zone there, and took too much time on the play to air that one out. As you see, he evades the rush. He's got Penko's waving his arms a couple seconds even before he even threw the ball, and Pointers couldn't connect there. So it looks like Vervelde's going to come out for the kick. And Jesse Vervelde on the year. 5 for 8 with field goals. And this looks like a 39-yarder, and we're going to get a timeout. Whitewater trying to ice the kicker.
I think that was, hopefully this doesn't affect the Pointers too much, but lucky for them, it looked like Vervelde missed that field goal that he just took. So hopefully they'll get another attempt at the kick and maybe come away with 10 points before halftime.
Yeah, that's the best situation right here for them. So this is going to be a 29-yard field goal for Vervelde here. A Pointers score with Vervelde's kick here. And that's good. So the Pointers down by 8 now with 9:24 left in this fourth quarter. Good job responding there. The defense has played all well. And now they need to do it again.
Yeah, hopefully the Pointers defense here can force another stop or another turnover yet again. And the offense was finally able to get something going on that drive. You saw that when they went with the deep passes down the field to Zazinski, and then that touchdown pass to Logan Taylor here at the end. They were able to succeed with that.
Now again, this Pointers defense is going to have to show up. They can't let what happened in the first half, where Whitewater responded after touchdowns, and they've done a nice job in this second half. But they got to be getting tired. They've been working hard.
Yeah, this defense has got to be absolutely exhausted. But yet again, they keep going out there, they keep fighting, they keep battling, and they keep getting results so far in the second half. Whitewater's yet to score in the second half, which shows how well the halftime adjustments the Pointers made on defense are working.
Looks like Meringue and Larson is back deep for Whitewater here. And looks like La Crosse sneaks out a win over Eau Claire, 27-25. 14-7 Oshkosh over Platteville in the first quarter. And there goes the kick by Vervelde. star running back on the year, 670 yards. And they'll run a stretch play with him. And he powers forward, unbelievable, and he stretches into the end zone. Pointers had him bottled up, and he just powers his way through. All guys draped over him. That's a touchdown, and that pretty much silences the crowd here with 2:21 left as the Warhawks go up 34-20.
Yeah, it takes the life out of the crowd, and it seems to take the life out of the Pointers sideline and defense. But, man, Ratliff, once again, I believe that's his fourth rushing touchdown on the day. He's been producing, even though I'm sure he's practicing injured this week, but it doesn't seem to be showing. He left for a play, came right back in, got that touchdown.
Yeah, and the score is not going to show it, but the Pointers defense had a heck of a game today. Cody Nuremberg coming in when Kyle Larson got injured in that first quarter. He didn't do too shabby today. He found Matt Sosinski, Logan Taylor, and he gave this team a chance. And this defense did a heck of a job to keep them in this game. Just some costly turnovers late, stalled drives, and they really just took over the team, and they couldn't get over that.
Yeah, what happened in the past two games against Platteville and Oshkosh, stalled drives and their defense letting up a score late in the game, happened once again in this game, and just under 2.5 minutes left in the game. Might be a little too late for the Pointers, but they can make it close at the end. Who knows? Anything can happen.
Back to the Pointers to receive. Number 33. Number 8.
And there goes the kick. Almonte's going to take it now out to the 15, now to the 20. Has some blockers there. Trying to switch fields. He's got some space on the right side, trying to turn the corner here. Out to the 30, now the 35, and taken out of bounds around the 40-yard line. Nice return there by Almonte.
Yeah, once again, Almonte doing something good on special teams for the Pointers. Gives them good field position. Maybe they can go down and score quick and get the ball back.
So offense marching back on the field. And Oshkosh right now blowing Platteville out of the water. 28-7 in the second quarter. Almost kind of the same game like they had here today.
Yeah. Once again, with not just this game here, but all the games in the conference, shows once again why the WIAC is one of the top conferences in football.
Panko gets lit up on the play. Comes down with it, though, so nice job there. Clock still running, under 2 minutes now. Pointers down by 15. Trying to get the screen there to Sosinski. Makes a man miss, now gets the edge, out down to the 40. And nice play there, gets the first down, picks up about 15 on the play. Pointers need to move the ball.
Once again, when you go to Matt Sosinski, good things happen.
Yeah, you see there, he makes one guy miss. Two guys miss. Nice block there by Townsend. And he's out to the 35. So a minute 38 here. There goes the snap, Nuremberg. And Britton Vernon gets lit up on the play by number 44 of the Warhawks. So a minute 11 left here. And there goes the snap. Pump fakes once. And he's going to air this one out deep, wide open, Panko. And that's a touchdown for the Pointers. So nice job there offensively to respond. A minute 5 left. They'll go kick the extra point. They'll be down by 8 then if Riveldi makes it. And we'll look to see an onside kick.
Yeah, it looked to be like a little bit of a mistake by the Warhawks defensive backfield, leaving Pankow wide open off the snap, and good job by Nuremberg recognizing that, and they score.
Yeah, Pankow does a nice job there. Little miscommunication there, looks like, by the defense, and takes advantage. And Pointers are within a score here if this is good. And that's good, so look to see an onside kick here. Pointers got 2 timeouts, Warhawks with 3. And it will all come down to this play. And they have all three of them out there. And there it goes. The Pointers have missed. It went off the foot. Let's see if they got it here. And let's see if the Pointers have come away with the ball. And Pointers say they have, and that is right. With 1:05 left, Pointers down by 8, and they recover the kick there.
Great execution by the Pointers special teams on that. They get the ball back, and minute five left in the game. They have 2 timeouts left. With the way this offense has been going, who knows what can happen? This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, and if you're a Pointers fan right now, you're pretty pumped up. You're playing Whitewater, and there's an upset brewing. Let's see if they can come away with it. You got to look for Matt Zazinski here. Penko's been targeted a lot. Logan Taylor's out there. Townsend's had a good game, playing a lot out there as well. Britton Vernon's in the backfield. He's coming in a lot of passing situations all year for this Pointers team. So the ball is at the 44-yard line here.
Set the game clock to 102. 102. Thank you.
So they're resetting the game clock to 102 now. Pointers with 2 timeouts here, down by 8. Ball at the 44-yard line. Cody Nurnberg in the pistol. 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. And there goes the snap. Pump fakes once. He's got Logan Taylor out there. And Logan Taylor running east and west. You got to go north on that play.
Yeah, it looks to be a loss of 2 yards maybe. So 2nd and 12 here. Pointers take their second.
They bring 5 at the Pointers. Nurnberg gets hit. Gets the ball away. And we got an intentional grounding here, it looks like. If we get the replay up just to see if there's a receiver in the area. And it's hard to see on the play, but we'll see what the refs call here. And it looks like it's going to be intentional grounding.
On the quarterback, but the pass did not make to the line of scrimmage. Okay? So it's lost it down. Okay? 5 yards.
So a 5-yard penalty. And now it's going to be 3rd down here with 49 seconds left. Pointers down by 8. So after about a long 2 minutes here, when this game might be back on the road here.
Yeah, took the refs a little bit of a while to get the ball set. Looks to be 2nd or 3rd and 24 here for the Pointers. 49 seconds left with the timeout. They're going to have to take a shot.
Formation, 3 wide receivers to his left. Britton Vernon in the backfield. And they're going to air this one deep to Szynski and Penko, and that's going to be intercepted by Whitewater at the 30-yard line. That looks like going to be your ball game. Questionable calls there late. Pointers had the ball around the 40-yard line, get put back, around the 35, get put back, run a screen, waste some time, and trying to air it out. And you can't discount, though. This team has played well all game long. They kept them in it. Going against a 5-1 Whitewater team. We all know how good this team has always been, and they put up a fight today.
Yeah, like we said, with them being down as much as they were at halftime, they were able to come back. Their defense played a heck of a lot better in the second half. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get the ball done, but it's the small things, the stuff that doesn't show up in the stats that isn't going to be noticed.
So they're just going to kneel this one, and Whitewater's going to go ahead to 6-1 on the year. Pointers fall to 3-4. And you talk about this defensive play, Ben, today. They did such a good job against Whitewater's offense, holding them pretty much scoreless the second half.
Yeah, the defense was able to make some good halftime adjustments, and you feel for them. They were able to get the job done, but the offense wasn't. That's kind of what the story of these past 3 games.
Yeah, and Whitewater will play now at home versus UW Eau Claire on Halloween at 1 o'clock, and Pointers are at home versus UW La Crosse at 1. This has been an SPTV broadcast. I'm Curtis Round. Alongside me today, Ben Zatuni. We are going to close out today, and we will be back, I believe, for the last game versus UW River Falls. Again, this has been an SPTV broadcast.